Back at it with the 9.2 from 1965. The last guy that was in here, I was wondering, why is there a one Allen head bolt right here? Well, because somebody else must have broke it off, and so they put a bigger one in it. They must have drilled it. Oh yeah, they drilled it all right, because they came out the damn side. Came out the side, and this is so short. Well, this one. I mean, look at that. That's what somebody else thought was going to be good enough. 2.5 threads. Yeah, that ain't going to go. But I got one more on the bottom. For some reason, there was this. And this is not called out in the parts list. But boy, what a great idea. Because I got that bottom one out real easy. Because I could get a wrench on it. I mean, all the outboards from the 50s and 60s was all flat head screws. I don't get it. So anyway, I got that one to deal with. And it's actually, yeah, I can see light through that hole. See it? So they drilled through. This is the birdseed motor. The birdseed motor. What I'm trying to do is I got my hand impact tip in a wrench. And I'm going to try to get that bolt loose. Other than that, I'd have to pull the power head. And I'm not finding a gasket just yet. I didn't look real long and hard, but I'm sure the base gasket isn't going to come loose. If it sticks to one side, you're okay, but most of the time it'll stick half on one side and half on the other, and then it's junk. So that's where we're at. Pistons are pretty carboned up, but that's not a big deal. But the cylinder walls look good. There's actually little scratch marks from their little claws digging around in there. They probably got stuck and had to fiddle around to get out of there. But they got in there, and the exhaust ports. No, anyway. Looks pretty good. Oops, the head gasket was shot, so I could tell when I did the video yesterday. I was pretty certain that it's been off once, because normally if it's the original head gasket, you'll still see paint along this edge here. That's a spider. So, get that last one off, and I did find a head gasket for it on eBay. There's quite a few head gaskets available. But all in all, it's in pretty good shape. This is bothering me, though. It's hard to drill a broken bolt out without some sort of a fixture. Where you just try to freehand it, you end up with a blowout like that. But we'll do whatever we got to do to get her back on the water. Stay tuned. Oh, by the way, we're finally getting a little bit of snow around here. Yep. Also, another thing I'm going to try with the 9.2s, because they're painfully slow. I'm going to take this carburetor off, and I'm going to put this is a Tillotson, but I don't care for this style. I'm going to put a MD series on it. And the throat's the same. The only thing I might have to do is get my point of opening to time out different, because it's got a little different pickup. We'll see what I got to do. Put a bigger or a smaller wheel, or whatever you want to call that, cam follower on it. But I'm going to try that with a 10 horse. I got a carb. Well, actually, it's for a 9.9. Till it's an MD. I'm going to try that and see what happens. Because this thing, I have never had this one running yet, but my auto electric 9.2 was painful. I did a video on it out on the boat, and I just had it in like troll mode. I didn't do anything else because it was so slow. It was almost embarrassing. So I'm going to experiment and see if I can't get these to perk up a little bit. All right. Hang in there. We'll get her going. Thanks for watching.